Good morning, everybody. This Meech, man. I was just jumping on here to give some inspiration, some thought-provoking ideas, something that you can meditate on throughout the day. The topic of the day is character, and the question that I have for you is: can your character carry you? Now, we've all had trouble past. We've all had things that we've learned from, and hopefully we don't repeat those same mistakes, because that is being a lunatic, repeating the same things over again, expecting a different change. We all know that phrase, and so I wanted to ask today, because it was asked to me in a meditation when I prayed to God at my 9 o'clock hour. He began to ask me, can my character carry me, right? And I said that was pretty deep, because a lot of times we don't pay attention to the things we give off to the world. We don't pay attention to the things that we are natural, not the ones that you set out. Most people have a fake man that they set out and put before everybody, kind of like a Facebook page. But the real person is probably half that guy, right, or half that woman, right? And so we all, we like to imagine that we are this perfect person, but we're really not. And so character is important when it comes to dealing with the true essence of who you really are. And until you know, or until you deal with who you really are and begin to work on that from the inside out, you can never expect a change that needs to manifest outwardly, right? Because all things start from the inside and work outward. Most of us, and I've been guilty of it myself, have tried to portray something on the outside, and on the inside, it was never matching. And so you'll always be discontent, disappointed, and all this other stuff, because it's on the inside. It's a thing that's on the inside. And so when I remember asking for deliverance, the first thing I had to do, I had a good friend of mine tell me, and I challenge you to do this. Let's just start off with gossiping or talking, slandering about anybody, your friend, your neighbor, anybody, a bad thought about a specific person, right? And he began to tell me, he says, Meech, every time you have a negative thought about somebody, I need you to apologize to them physically. And I begin to think about it. Wow. That's a lot, right? So you go through life and you say these things in your head, not knowing that your mind is not built to, that your mind is wired to have these thoughts. And so how do we reconstruct that thing? And so you work on your character. You do the things that you have to do to portray the right image from the inside out. Love people that know realness, right? Anybody can see ingenuineness. Anybody can see someone being very ingenuous. Like, they say the right things, but they don't really mean it, right? They don't have the right. It doesn't hit the heart, right? And so today, one of my things in prayer, and I challenge you to do is to begin to challenge the heart, right? What's going on with the heart? When I deal with people, when I deal with things in life, is my motive right? Is my heart clean? Is my character matching what I'm professing, right? Am I walking to the standard or the standard of my own standards? And most people are given standards that they can never meet. But when you have your own standards, you meet your own standards every day. And that's the challenge of life, is to get a continual pattern of positive movement and doing things the right way with the right integrity and the right character, because your name will be built off the character, what people see you do day in, day out. It's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to say the wrong thing. It's easy to become the wrong thing, but it's harder. The truth is always under pressure. It's harder to do the right thing until it becomes a habit of doing the right thing. And now your character is carrying you. And so I wanted to take 5 minutes of your day and begin to pose these questions and encourage you to try to be the best person that you can be for the world and for the people that love you, right? Because the most disappointing thing is to care for something more than somebody cares for it themselves. Meaning, like, if you have a family member that you hope the best for them, or you want the best for them, and they can't perform, right? So the best thing you can do is be the best you to them. And so that's my challenge today. I hope it was encouraging. I hope it was powerful, impactful. Think about it, man. It's the small foxes, the little leaven that spoil the vine. It's the small foxes, the little things. Look at those things, because they're deteriorating everything that you have built. There's people that are connected to you based on these little things that send little things into your life that terrorize, that character, that break down everything that you're building as far as your personal brand, who you are as a person and as an individual. And so, today, challenge yourself to be the best. Watch the small things. Pay attention. Pay attention to every detail in life because it matters. It matters the most because it's predicated on it's the stepping stones to your success. And most of us have self-defeating qualities. And so when you do these, when you look at your character and you scrub your character, you begin to see the self-defeating qualities, and you can work on them. And once you work on them, you master them, and you move forward. You can also teach somebody to do it, or whatever it may be that wherever road it leads you down, it leads you down. But understand that your character and what you say will carry you once you begin to build build the engine it needs, right? And so, I thank everybody for paying attention. And if you paid attention to the whole video, I thank you. More to come, more to come. Y'all have a good day, man. Go be a positive impact to the world. Go be a positive impact to anybody around you, and be a positive impact to yourself. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Have a great day. It's Meech. We out.